Welcome to the GPLama YouTube channel and to a new episode of the Digital Peloton News, a compact little show that I put together of a few things that have come across my desk in the last week or so that I've found interesting. And if you're into cycling and bike tech, you may find these interesting too. All right, coming up in today's episode. IQSquare, the fire festival of power meters, now commercially available in Australia? What? SRM release a new power meter pedal. Garmin Tacx are advertising for testers to come in and put their equipment to the test before release. Zwift have made a few minor changes to the companion app that you will need to know about if you're on older devices. And for those with Hammerhead GPS units and Di2 group sets, Ki2 has reached version 6. This is hands down the best group set integration I've ever seen on a head unit, and it's not even official. Alrighty, kicking things off with everybody's least favourite Kickstarter, IQSquare. How does that page still exist? Now, when I reviewed these pedals around 4 years ago, the story was a little weird. Things just kept getting weirder. And this week, when someone messaged me saying that these pedals are now commercially available in Australia, I straight up didn't believe them. Why would they be supplying the commercial channel before fulfilling all the back orders of people who have already paid them money?
So where are things at with this Kickstarter project as it stands? Well, I'm glad not many people are asking, but here's the answers anyway. 94 updates from the company since this Kickstarter started. There's been over 3,100 comments. And for those not playing the long game on this one for entertainment purposes, as some of us are, the estimated delivery date, not the backer date, the delivery date, was September 2018. So many, many years have passed. In recent times, we saw an entrepreneur, Mr. Ackerman, bring the pedals into the USA and Canada. With a website, powermeterpedals.com, Mr. Ackerman has since departed the scene. Powermeterpedals.com just redirects to IQSquared and has completely disappeared. However, it's not all doom and gloom. Backer number 8 finally got his pedals after 5 years, stung with some customs charges as well. But the pedals do exist, kind of, for a very, very select few. The latest update from the company back in October 2023 is without a doubt a cry for help. They're requesting here that if you can refer someone interested in purchasing a power meter, the same type as you've chosen, they'll include their power meter and your power meter together. You've still got to pay for them, of course. But they're asking you to purchase 2 power meters, when in fact they haven't been able to deliver any power meters to most of their backers. They're calling it exciting news for friends of backers. But look, let's be honest. Friends don't let friends buy IQSquared power meters. But if you are without friends and do want to purchase these commercially, yes, you can do so here in Australia. Surprise, surprise. And they are in stock for $660, probably $450 to $500 US. Quick conversion off the top of my head. But look, let's be honest. The history of this company, where they've been and where they are to date, keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. There we go. You may also like power meters with a more proven background. And speaking of companies with a proven background in manufacturing and delivering power meters, SRM this week launching the X-Power Road Shimano SPD-SL compatible road pedal. Over here on Instagram, they've listed a few highlights of this pedal. We'll dive in a little deeper to the not-so-highlights of this pedal. But first of all, let's cover these ones. No compromise in Q factor and stack height, high-quality bearings, long-lasting aluminium pedal body, 140 grams per pedal, which is quite light, and as mentioned, Shimano SPD-SL compatible. That's not quite the whole story, though. For the whole story, let's jump over to the SRM website. X-Power Road listed next to the X-Power MTB, which have been out for quite some time. Recently had a refresh to the hardware, a rolling change made to those. But let's dive into these ones. €839, and there are a few specifications that you will need to know about for these. Okay, so select an option. Dual is going to plus another €588 to that. Spindle size, long or short. Let's go, well, where's standard? I'm guessing that short is standard. And now we're talking about some real dollars there. So €1,427 for a dual-sided set of these pedals. Okay, onto the features they didn't list over on their Instagram page, and that's under the additional information. Accuracy coming in at a claimed plus or minus 2%. For reference, Asioma Duo is listed as plus or minus 1%. Power measurement, you get left and right, obviously. Dual-sided version for that. Power balance, yes. Body is aluminium. Stack height, 9.75 millimeters. So quite small there. That's good to see. But runtime, this is what it's all about. Battery life. Up to 30 hours runtime, and standby power draw is between 2 to 5% per day without any use. Again, using Asioma Duos as a reference, up to 50 hours battery life. And I don't believe any power draw, or very, very minimal power draw, when not in use. So quite interesting to see these released in 2024 at only plus or minus 2% and a much lower battery life than the competition that's out there. However, some people do like their SRMs and are willing to pay the SRM price for them. Now jumping over to LinkedIn and to a post that definitely had my attention the other day when I saw it, but unfortunately I needed to be in the Netherlands to apply. Tacx, a company now owned by Garmin, are looking for a group of cyclists to join their brand new Tacx product tester group. It's always good to see companies reaching outside their inner circle for feedback, and I do note their first line here, people who are willing to provide detailed critical feedback. Sounds familiar. Just can't quite put my finger on it. Anyway, a few other things listed here. If you are keen, the details are over on the Tacx LinkedIn page. If you're a junior cyclist or someone who wants a few extra sessions and likely to get paid for it, that'd be definitely a good option. Onto some Zwift update news, and last week Zwift released companion app version 3.54 on iOS and Android platforms. Quite a few things here to go through on screen. The two main ones that you need to know about is Zwift Companion will now require iOS 15 or newer on Apple devices. Now I believe the iPhone 6S onwards is still capable of running iOS 15, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And with this release comes the ability to explore and discover workouts and workout collections directly from the companion app. What does that look like? Well, pulling up the companion app right here, and under the Explore tab, we now have workouts. Routes have been there for a while, workouts are now there. We can go through the collections and browse any number of workouts that are there, all the predefined workouts, custom workouts, and workouts synced from third parties, such as Training Peaks, maybe from your coach, will not be displayed here. But if you're after, say, 60 to 90 minutes to burn, you can scroll through your next workout and say maybe, well, let's go the Egyptian. The numbers there will be shown based on your set FTP, and you'll now know how hard you're going to work for your next workout. What I'd love to see in the future, though, is the ability to star these workouts and have them pop up front and center on the home screen next time you log in. Maybe we'll see that soon. Along with those two changes I've just highlighted, a number of bug fixes and updates for both platforms too. And finally today, one for the Hammerhead Ki2 owners who also ride a Di2 group set with the unofficial Ki2 Di2 group set integration application or add-on reaching version 6. Now, this is the most wonderful addition to the Hammerhead Ki2 since Shimano denied Hammerhead the ability to connect to their group sets. However, never mind, if you do sideload this app, you'll get more functionality than Hammerhead themselves even provided. Now, the whole list of features that Ki2 version 6 implements is here on screen. And when using Ki2, you get the D-Fly functionality back, so you can change screens and do things with those hidden buttons. You can change the shifting mode. You can display your gearing in many different ways, including a transparent pop-down menu now. And most importantly, you'll get low battery notifications on your group set and audio alerts for those using Synchro Shift when reaching those shifting limits. It's also worth mentioning, if you installed this a few years back when it first came out, the newer versions self-update. So definitely worth doing a manual update to a newer version if you don't have the self-updating version. Very, very cool stuff.
Now, I do hope if we see a refresh to the Ki2 2 sometime soon, that Ki2 functionality is built in. It is absolutely brilliant, and I still can't believe it's third-party and unsupported. It's the best integration I've seen between a group set and a head unit that's out there. All right, we'll leave it at that for today. Thanks for watching this one. Hopefully you found a few of those topics informative or interesting, maybe both. If you have, give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe to be across more videos published on this channel, and stay tuned. There's something new coming tomorrow night too. Even more reason to hit that subscribe button and be across new videos. All right, thanks for watching.